Hello, I'm Dr. Megha Rani N, Professor, Department of Pharmacology and Member Secretary of Yenepoya University Institutional Animal Ethics Committee. So today we'll discuss about use of animals in research and role of Institutional Animal Ethics Committee in ensuring welfare, regulatory compliance and scientific integrity. The objectives of the session will be to explain the ethical principles in animal experimentation with emphasis on the 3Rs concept, to outline the roles and functions of Institutional Animal Ethics Committee in approving and monitoring animal research protocols, and to identify the key responsibilities of researchers in ensuring compliance with IAEC guidelines and regulations of Committee for Control and Supervision of Experiments on Animals, that is CCSEA. So the flow will be initially an introduction in importance of animals in research, ethical concerns in animal research, about the 3Rs principles, about the purpose of CCSEA, role of Institutional Animal Ethics Committee and responsibilities of researchers. Let's imagine a scenario. As a member secretary or member of an ethics committee, animal ethics committee, I receive a new research proposal. How do I review the protocol? What are the points to consider to approve the protocol? So what comes to my mind first? First, animal research. Is it really necessary here? So why animals are used in research? So we see a wide variety of animals being used in research, that is the rats, mice, dogs, pigs, monkeys and rabbits. Why are they used in research? They're basically to understand the disease mechanism. This is because of the genetic similarity of humans with the rodents. We also have a similar organ system and suffer from different similar diseases like cancer, tuberculosis, asthma, flu, etc. Also, it facilitates new drug discovery and safety evaluation. The preclinical data is required before human trials. Yes, the first point, that is use of animals, is justified to some extent. They also, if you look at the history, the major contributions have happened in the medical field through animal research, that is about development of vaccines, insulin, penicillin development, even the modern anesthetic techniques, surgical techniques like hip replacement, kidney transplant, heart transplant, blood transfusions, the scanning techniques, CT, MRI, were all mastered by use of animals. But then comes the ethical concerns when we are doing animal research. Animals are undergoing pain and distress. Scientific justification for animal use must be present. Responsible handling and housing and ethical obligations of researchers. So, to deal with these concerns regarding the welfare of animals, Russell and Birch, he came up with this 3Rs principles. So, whenever we are looking for a protocol or reviewing a protocol, these are the three fundamental R's principle that we check if the researcher has gone through them. First is reduction, that is use of fewer animals with the proper study design. Replacement, that is any alternatives to animal use, is already done. Refinement is the protocol refined enough to minimize the pain and distress. We'll just look into briefly about these three fundamental principles. So when we get a protocol to review, after checking if the animal is required for that particular protocol, next are the three principles of these 3Rs which are checked. That is whether the researcher has minimized the number of animals required. Have they used the phylogenetically lower species, that is the smaller animals first? Whether a Drosophila model is done, fishes are done, then going on to the rodents and the higher up in the phylogenetic model. Whether proper study design is applied to avoid inappropriate increase in the number, a improved statistical design is applied to reduce the number of animals to be used in the study. To avoid repetitions of the study, if the study is already done, why to repeat it? Wherever possible, the groups to be shared. That is, control groups can be shared if there is a similar kind of experiment being done. Second principle is the refinement. The second R is refinement. Whether the methodology is refined to use non-invasive procedures like MRI, CT scans, etc. Whether a proper restraining method to minimize the pain before performing any procedure is properly explained and mentioned in the methodology. Improved anesthesia, a good anesthesia being given to the animal before the procedure being done. Whether the person is skilled enough to perform the experiment. Minimize the pain and distress to the animals. About the housing condition where the experiment will be done. Whether the human endpoints are looked into, considered. The third R is replacement. Whether alternatives are available if the researcher has checked for all the possible alternatives before considering animals for this particular research. Whether there are enough data to support use of animals by in vitro cell culture, ex vivo cell culture, computer models or in silico simulations or other lower animals like fruit fly data is available before use of these models. After these three R's principle, there is one more added to this is rehabilitation. The responsibility of the researcher doesn't end with the experimentation. It extends beyond experimentation. Care of animals after completion of experiment, reuse only when scientifically justified, adoption or rehoming of these animals whenever possible, euthanasia only if unavoidable as per the guidelines. So wherever possible, rehabilitation should be considered. Ethical responsibility extends beyond experimentation to the post-experimental care and fate of animals. Next, responsibility. So apart from the 3 R's that we have considered, the additional 2 R's are rehabilitation and responsibility. Animals are used in biomedical research to understand the fundamental aspects, facilitate development of therapeutic measures. But we have to remember, each animal has the right to life. We do research at their cost. So the researchers are accountable for animal welfare and regulatory compliance. Research is acceptable when the suffering is low to the animals and highly beneficial to the society and the animal itself. So as we started with the reviewing our research protocols, we have considered first is whether the researcher has looked into reducing the number of animals. Second, whether refinement is done in the protocol to minimize the pain and distress of the animal. Third, whether replacement, alternatives, if not possible, only then animals to be used. So if these 3 fundamental are is not considered, the research will be not accepted by IAEC. The next to be considered are this rehabilitation and responsibility. The 3 R's principle ensures research is both scientifically valid and ethically responsible. Animal ethics is an important issue as the human welfare, and animals are not entirely dispensable, especially in research. So the CCSEA came into existence. So what is this CCSEA? CCSEA is the Committee for Control and Supervision of Experiments on Animals in India, that is Prevention and Control of Experiments on Animal. This under the Government of India, Ministries of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy. The main purpose is to conduct experiments, to make sure that experiments are conducted ethically, proper animal care and institutional accountability is there. Any institution doesn't follow the guidelines of CCSEA or can be punished by CCSEA. Legal implications can happen. CCSEA purpose is to ensure that the lab animals are well maintained and experiments are conducted according to the ethical norms, to promote human care of animals used in biomedical and behavioral research, to enhance animal well-being and quality, to improve laboratory animal facility, to enhance biological knowledge that is relevant to humans and animals. At the institutional level, IAEC functions to make sure that the CCSEA guidelines and regulations are followed. What is this IAEC? Institutional Animal Ethics Committee is a body under CCSEA which reviews, approves and monitors the animal research to ensure compliance with the guidelines of CCSEA. Under CCSEA, there is also an institutional biosafety committee, that is the body that oversees research related to biological agents, genetically modified microorganisms and recombinant DNA. Now we'll look into the role of institutional animal ethics committee. They review research protocols involving animals. They ensure compliance with the regulatory guidelines. They also monitor animal care and welfare. They conduct periodic inspection of the animal facilities. They approve, modify or reject the research proposals which don't compile with the CCSA regulations and with the 3 R's plus the 2 R's principle. No experiment should begin without the approval of IAEC. What are the responsibilities of the researchers? So we were discussing about reviewing of a protocol which is received by an IAEC. So what should the researcher do exactly? So we already discussed that they should follow the 3 R's principle with the addition of the other 2 R's. The first responsibility of the researcher is to write the protocol clearly to get the approval from IAEC. In the protocol, they have to justify the use of animals and give clear explanation why that required number of animals are mentioned. They have to follow the protocol with all human procedures, anesthesia and necessary euthanasia to be given to the animal if it is required as per the guidelines. Proper documentation is very important. So after the protocol is approved and they start with the experimentation, throughout the experimentation process, they have to maintain a proper documentation. Report the adverse events immediately. If there is any adverse event that has occurred during the process of the experimentation, they have to stop the experiment and report it to the concerned authority. To conclude, animal research is acceptable when suffering is low and highly beneficial. It is very important to ensure the research is both scientifically valid and ethically responsible. This is possible by applying the 3 R's principle, that is reduction, refinement, replacement. Reduce the number of animals wherever possible. Refine the protocol to minimize the pain and distress to the animals. Replace with a non-animal alternative with in vitro models, etc. wherever possible. Next comes rehabilitation. If you already use the animals, if doesn't require euthanasia, then rehabilitate the animals. Take care of the animals post-experimentation also. It is the responsibility of the researcher. IAEC approval is mandatory before starting the research. Researchers are accountable for animal welfare and regulatory compliance. Before ending, I would just like to put this last slide from the CCSEA. We don't smoke, we don't drive, we don't wear makeup or perfume, we don't use paint, we don't drink alcohol, we don't drop bombs, we don't take drugs. Just because humans do it, why should we suffer through experimentation? So I request sincerely to all the researchers who apply for animal research to consider these before preparing the protocols which require animal use. References is mainly for further references. You can go through the compendium of CCSEA. It's available. Thank you.